Hey YouTube, I'm Jaryd,
I'm Sarah.
and today we're going to be reacting to some Eurovision. Let's do it!
You cringy millennials.
This is an absolute pleasure to have you joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh my god, I'm so excited to get into some Eurovision this year. Just off the record, between all of us, you and Eurovision, like...
I've not seen it before. I've not seen anything.
You've never seen... You don't...
I've never seen anything. No. I know the Sandy Shaw one.
We can work with that.
I think that was the last thing I know.
We can work with that. Okay.
Yeah.
So just a quick history on it. So every year the Eurovision contest happens. We have two semi-finals on the Tuesday and the Thursday, and the grand final. Normally it's about 40 countries around Europe and Asia and Australia will enter. 10 countries from the first semi-final, 10 countries from the second semi-final. They go towards the final on the Saturday. In the final already are the big five, so that's the UK, Germany, France, Spain and Italy. They immediately go to the final because they put a lot of money into the competition, which...
So it's corrupt.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
And the winner from the last year, which in this case was Ukraine, who won in 2022. So they will automatically be in the final, and then in the semi-finals 20 other countries will join them. So normally it's like a mix of the public vote and a jury vote, and the jury vote is made up of professionals in the industry. So you can own a guitar shop, you can be a vocal teacher for 50 years, like it's just various professionals. The points are normally combined, and then we see the results, and it's quite a build up on the actual nights. Get quite frustrating when you watch it live. I think they're doing it differently this year. I feel like it's only the public that are deciding who goes to the final.
That's better, isn't it?
Maybe, but sometimes the public aren't always right. So, no offence, you're all great.
I'm never wrong. Okay.
There we go. But the juries will be deciding on the Saturday. Also very excited because we are definitely going to go watch Eurovision live this year. So we're going to kick off 2023 and listen to the winner of last year, which was Ukraine. They're going to be representing with a group called, I've been struggling how to pronounce it. It's either Tvorchi or Tvorchi?
Tvorchi? No, I think it's Tvorchi.
Tvorchi. Okay, well they're going to be representing Ukraine with the song Heart of Steel. So there was a national selection in Ukraine to decide who was going to represent them. It's a competition called Vidbir. So they have won it, so they will be the ones going forward.
Nice. That's them.
This is them. Tvorchi came second with the jury vote, but they came first with the public vote. But altogether, their points combined meant they won the competition, but just quite narrow. Yeah, the public were definitely behind this as being the entry to represent Ukraine. So we have to trust in the people's opinion, which, as I've said, is not always correct, but we will see. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's my Christmas present to us. That's obscenely big.
No, I like it because I can see I'm just having one glass. And I am. Hey, in vino veritas.
Spanish.
You goddamn bitch.
Ukraine is my favourite country in this competition. Like, every single entry they send, I always love.
Why? Oh, just because you like their entry.
I just love their entries. Like, the first entry I ever saw was in 2008. It was Shady Lady by Annie Lorick, and it's my favourite entry. I'll show you that later. I've just always loved their entries ever since, and even when they're not the best, I still kind of root for them and vote for them.
Oh, so you're biased.
I am a little bit biased.
Okay.
I always support them.
That's interesting.
But they've got 3 wins underneath their belt, so they're doing pretty well in the competition. And as of right now, I think they are the only country, bar the big 5, that have always qualified to the final.
Did you notice... Oh, sorry. Can I go on a tangent? Did you notice that in The Last of Us the other day, that's why Joel didn't hear them sneak up on him, because he turned over in his dream, so he was on the ear that couldn't hear properly? Okay, sorry.
Okay, so this is Tvorchi with Heart of Steel. That didn't work. So this is the national final performance.
Ooh.
Sometimes gotta let it go.
Oh.
Sometimes gotta look away. Sometimes just gotta know when to stick your middle finger up in the air.
So the budget's gone straight on the visuals.
Is that not normal?
Oh.
Tell you life is just a game, and I'm playing for the win. Don't be scared to say just what you think.
I really like that.
Cause no matter how bad someone
This is very interesting. This isn't normally something I feel like we see from Ukraine.
don't get what you say, don't get how you feel. Get out of my way,
This tinfoil suit though, it's everything. I feel like I need to get covered in
I
this.
think it really suits that.
Thank you.
Would you wear the undershirt or would you just let the kids out?
The undershirt is quite part of it. Like I'm kind of letting the team down, but this big birthday badge he's got as well. He just seems
There's a lot of
old.
like Jesus symbolism here. Is that just me?
What are you getting from that?
Like Jesus symbolism. It's like the cross and then like, I don't know, he just doing that. I was going to say T-pose, it's not the T-pose, it's the Jesus crucified cross.
I'm just loving the LED screens and like his vocals are incredible. He kind of just looks effortlessly cool. I think it's the glasses doing a lot of the work.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love masks.
Yeah, this kind of gas mask couture is like it's a
Yeah.
big thing. But also,
Gas mask couture.
I feel like the relation between this and obviously what's happening currently in Ukraine. Like,
Oh, I didn't.
do you know what I mean?
think
Like, there's
that.
such a we're seeing the explosions in the back. There's such a fine line, radioactive. Like,
I wasn't even
so it's a DJ act then. It's one singer and the other one performs. Unless he's going to take over vocals.
yeah.
And there's the flag. Wow, okay. So normally Ukraine doesn't send something like this. This is something that you kind of see from some people.
It went in my eye.
Some people drink through a straw, through the mouth, like throat. It's just
Why
like,
even put up every time it go up and you put it down, it's gonna splash up.
you have to take your time. There's patience.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like that's something that I wouldn't expect from Ukraine as a country to enter.
Okay.
Normally, that kind of performance, that movement, it was like that. I guess the abstract dancing and everything with the screens.
Yeah.
I kind of see that as something more. Someone like Sweden would send. They send there's quite contemporary stuff, whereas Ukraine, especially in the past few years, have been sending very folksy, traditional meets modern stuff. So it's an interesting choice.
I found that I was more distracted by the visuals and everything else than the song.
Yeah.
What is being judged? Is it a combination of both, or is it purely the lyrics and the music?
It's so subjective.
It's just subjective.
One juror, one person watching at home, they could look at that and say, oh my gosh, the visuals, the dancing, I'm going to vote for that. Whereas someone else will say, okay, the visuals were nice, maybe the vocals weren't quite up to my liking.
Yeah.
It's so subjective.
I've always had a nice voice, but not my type of music.
Yeah, I felt like the song I felt like it didn't escalate, it didn't really go anywhere.
Yeah, it just kind of sounded a bit repetitive. Oh, is that bad?
I mean, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
That is how I feel.
Yeah, it was quite an understated vocal performance. I think a lot more went into the visuals and the kind of concept on the staging than it did the song itself. The song I wasn't kind of blown away by, which normally I am, especially with Ukraine. This is definitely, as of right now, it's definitely, I don't see that as a contender, even though it's the only one we've seen.
Wow, and that's with you being biased as well.
And that's me being biased.
What are all the comments like?
The fact that this
Oh,
was
amazing,
held in a
that's
subway station during the blackout impresses so much.
Oh, that's cool.
The UK is hosting it this year because due to the situation, Ukraine can't host it over in their own country. I didn't even think about the vid would obviously it must have been held over there right now.
Yeah, they're saying the same thing as you, though. It's unusual to see from Ukraine this year.
That's the thing, it's a fresh option for Ukraine because we don't normally see that. And even if it's a risk, the fact is, since they automatically go to the final, it's a risk that you can try.
Yeah.
I would like to see a revamp. So between now and the competition, sometimes countries will edit their thing. They can like change the music a bit, maybe some of the vocals. They would perform in their own language, and then at the competition, sometimes they change to English.
Oh, that's weird.
Which I don't always agree with. All in all, then, are you feeling? Is this a yay or a nay for you?
Oh, I don't like to think in such binary terms. Sorry. I'd say a yay. I think that goes against what I was saying earlier. But no, I think it was a yay. I enjoyed it. I liked the visuals. I liked the song. I thought it was good vocals. Great symbolism.
I think for now, because it's the only one we've seen, it's my favourite.
Yeah, because I... Oh!
Yeah, wow. Well done, Ukraine. It was an interesting choice. And congratulations to Tvorchi for their song. And they go straight to the final, so...
I really hope that's how you pronounce their name.
Tvorchi.
Tvorchi. It'd just be kind of unfortunate if it wasn't, and you've been saying
It could be
this entire
Tvorchi,
time.
it could be Tvorchi, it could be Tvorchi. But they go straight to the final, so regardless of what we think, they're already a winner technically. So that's what we thought of Heart of Steel. What do you think? Do you enjoy this entry? Do you think it's a fresh take, or do you think this is going to fall behind when it comes to May? Let us know down there in the comments.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Take care, guys.
Oh, do I say bye?